There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bruins offense will have the football first. This guy can be dangerous. Aiden Mizell, transfer from Florida. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big day.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds space on the right. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back on the move.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The lone back's got it. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's McDuffie. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Cox. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Line getting set on second down. On the run, it's Roach. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown UCLA.
about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He wants to change this route. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There's a crease. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They're going to ride this running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Going to the running game. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Look out, he's got room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the left side. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Offense changing the play. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's open on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Farrell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Oh, what a move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He goes right back to the air. Got him downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Caught! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Bruins! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Fires quickly. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Northwestern wants to go quickly. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Aggies with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Running inside. It's Lee. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Roach. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gets away from one, finds room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Headed outside, it's Grove. Oh, he just held it fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got a little grass. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice. But
flying down the left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Roach. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with this 2-point conversion attempt. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to the ground game on the left. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work for the 1st down in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Grove. Makes one man miss.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Grove. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a 1st down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Northwestern. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes a grab for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll return it. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the UCLA sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lee. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they'll run.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. The play action fake. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the sideline for Northwestern, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.